Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Quite the transition there.
Wow. that's what I got. Wow.
I'm fired up. I know.
Very difficult to follow that up.
Yeah, I know. We need more energy here. Let's go. We need more energy. We need we
got to pump it up. We got to keep this going.
I don't know. I'm just playing sounds. We need more energy.
There we go.
Yeah. So that was just wow. Jason, that was awesome. Loved it all the way. But to keep the energy up, I actually came up with a bit of a song, but it's Rihanna though, so it's not, it's just a flow. I think we need to record this and have this as the beginning of our shows, like crypto on my mind, crypto on my mind. It's Pour Up by Rihanna, but I just remade it. Crypto on my mind.
Love it. Remix.
That was great. Wait, can we start off just by talking about some of what Kevin just said?
Let's touch on that. That he said a lot
about crypto. I guess I hadn't considered the social or like the ESG ramifications of crypto, right? Kevin was just talking all about like how he didn't want like blood coins, right? Catherine, is this a thing that you've seen other people discuss?
No, actually, that's a very good point. And recently, a lot of like media covered this point, Kevin O'Leary's point. Like, we need to know where your BTC that your mine are coming from, and this is the point that only governments have previously expressed, right? So no one usually cares about where this money comes from. Is it's money. I mine it. I make money. That's it. But Kevin O'Leary is, I think, the first person ever, if I'm not mistaken, to come up, publicly and say that, because usually that's what governments all around the world want to do, right? We want to know that, but no one has ever said that. So that's like pretty huge.
And he kept talking about like virgin Bitcoin. I guess like I'm not. That's not a term that I'd heard before.
Yeah, I actually have never heard that term as well. If we can get into that a little bit.
Not sure what he was talking about.
He was talking about like virgin Bitcoin. Like, do you know? Have you heard that term virgin Bitcoin? Because
no.
You haven't heard it? Oh man. Okay.
No.
All right. Looks like we all got to learn about it.
Let's do it.
So that's not.
So I think.
No, I think what he meant, I sort of thought that he was talking maybe about coins, right? But it's if he was talking about mining, he might have meant freshly minted Bitcoins.
Yeah, Mitch,
yes.
Here.
Yeah.
No, she got it. She got it dead on. It's minted. That's exactly what he meant.
Man, okay. So that was so like I guess this is like a whole new realm of crypto investing and mining now, right? I guess not new is not the right word, right? But like a different aspect that people buying Bitcoin need to maybe consider, especially the more socially conscious Bitcoin investors, right? Should probably consider when they're buying their Bitcoin. And it looks like Kevin is trying to set up platforms. As soon as he mentioned that, man, the chat was going wild with speculation. Oh, he's working with these guys. He's working with SOS.
I saw that.
And he wouldn't even say, right? So I guess we're going to find out at, I don't know, in a few weeks or months who he's working with. But whoever it is probably has a nice leg up.
Yeah, you guys got the nice tip on the Raz report.
Yeah, and actually, it's a very ethical point that I love, because crypto is supposed to be anonymous, right? It's supposed to be, well, it's not really anonymous because there is a record of any transactions ever made. So if you know the numbers, or you can actually monitor the numbers, but you don't know who stands behind those numbers. But the thing is with crypto mining and those virgin Bitcoins or freshly minted Bitcoins is that the ethical question is about environment as well. And this is the conversation that has been ongoing in the crypto space as well, because Bitcoin mining and all other cryptocurrency mining is actually blamed for a lot of, for a huge environmental impact. And that, to mine a cryptocurrency, you actually take up a lot of electricity, a lot of power. So that's a question that the industry should also look into and be very careful about it, because, surprisingly, the industry that has been accused of being the biggest, in consuming power and damaging environment is fashion. But here it comes, crypto, guys. Crypto's number one again. But not the term that crypto wants to be known for, but yet, so we have to be very careful about that. Maybe I'm personally interested in whether there are any other environmentally friendly ways to mine crypto. And I know that companies like Crypto Shares are looking into that, researching on the topic, but not yet. Would you guys be interested in like mining crypto with solar power or water power?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
absolutely. That'd be super efficient, and then I could make money because I think I did the math with my roommates like a month or two ago. The electricity costs are a certain percentage of the price of Bitcoin.
Madness, right?
So you're essentially like when Bitcoin was at like $36,000, we were doing the math on what it would take to mine that Bitcoin, how much electricity you would have to pay. We read a few articles, not sure how valid they were, but essentially we came around to the number of like $25,000 in electricity just to mine that one Bitcoin.
Insane.
That's a lot. But honestly, when I talk about mining cryptocurrency in an eco-friendly way, I'm hearing Elon Musk. See, this is something that Elon Musk would do probably. Maybe he is doing that. You never know. But this is like, this smells Elon Musk. But then again, I'm very surprised to see Spencer today. Hi, Spencer. Wow.
Had to bring Spencer in. It was tough to follow up Mr. Wonderful, so we had to bring up the second best guy.
Oh, stop it. Catherine, I want to ask you about what Mr. Wonderful said about non-fungible tokens. It seemed like he was he kind of answered the question, right? He said he likes the idea. He said he could theoretically invest in NFTs in the future. Didn't really seem to poo-poo the idea at all. He seems to like it as an asset class.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was super interesting. So, do you agree with that general sentiment?
Yes. I'm critical in terms of whether you should own digital art and what this actually means. We have touched this with Aaron previously, but yes, I would support that point of view. I'm not a fan though. Like, if it costs a lot of money, I don't really understand why you should waste your money on. Okay, waste is not a pretty great verb, like spend your money buying digital art, but if it's something that is accessible as Benzinga NFT, for instance, then I would definitely buy it and be proud to own it. But I'm not ready to spend $79 million on something that I can't actually touch. Would you spend that kind of money
if I had the money? Sure, why not? You know what I mean? Like if I could afford to spend, hey, what's that Jay-Z saying? If you can't afford to buy it twice, you can't afford it. So if I had the money to spend 50 grand on a piece of digital art, sure. I mean, but I don't, so I'm not going to be doing that. This stimmy ain't that big.
I got a question here, and it's interesting because you guys are talking about NFTs, but isn't this the same for Bitcoin? You never actually hold it.
I know. I knew what I was, when I was talking about it, it's gonna come up. I mean, where Bitcoin, as you can use it as a payment option, and you can pay, you can acquire something. So for me, it has value. Maybe not valuable. Like, it's utility for me. It's usage, so I can actually use it for something to own. But I'm very old school, so don't quote me on that. I'm just very old school. I love books, little books. Like, my microphone is actually on the book, so you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm critical about this.
I think you're pointing out the liquidity issue,
or lack thereof.
Yeah, lack of thereof. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, it's like we're in like the first inning of this NFT. Like, maybe we're in like the third or fourth inning of Bitcoin, but we're in like the top of the first of NFTs. So who really even knows? Like we can't even really fathom the possibilities. Like, we know art, right? We know art, but that's the only use case that I've heard of it for the moment. But it could be like, who knows? Like, there could become a time where you go to a sporting event, and that game was like the best game ever, right? And it's super exciting. And then you have a video of that game that you were there, and you can maybe just resell that. You could just resell that clip on your phone that you took because you were at this amazing game. Like, the possibilities are kind of endless in that way. So we don't. That's why I'm excited. I'm like you all. I think spending 100 grand on a piece of digital
Yeah.
is kind of silly. But that being said, if you have the money, into your money, do whatever you want. And also, we don't really know what this could become. And so I think it's a cool concept.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, sorry, Aaron.
Go ahead.
I've interviewed. Well, I mean, I wasn't on a panel yesterday for a Hong Kong summit with CEO of Abra. So it's a pretty big company in the space, a financial services company, custodial cryptocurrency wallet and exchange. So he said that obviously it is a bubble, like NFTs are a bubble, and he actually bought some of that. I think maybe some baseball cards. He didn't actually reveal what exactly he bought, but he said that he owns several of them. But he said it's a bubble and it's overpriced right now. But in the future, he sees this just as another way for artists, creative professions to earn money, and it's gonna become a little bit less in price, but it's definitely gonna stay.
Wild Boy in chat's already thinking of the fraud. The fraud, the potential for fraud here. If your digital is based on a painting and they sue you, hey man, anything can happen, right? We don't know. That's kind of the point, right?
Kevin O'Leary did bring up that this would be, or NFTs could be a great way to, regulate copyright management, or is a useful form of copyright management.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you know there's a claim that this purchase, the $69 million purchase of the Beeple NFT was actually used to pump a coin? So, and a financial journalist looked into that, and we sort of covered that there's a suspicion that actually the person who has bought this art, the personality has been revealed, and this is something that we're going to discuss a little bit later. But he also accused of pumping a coin, so using that NFT. So you never know. That's a very good point to the guy who commented on this. And one more important thing, I interviewed a lawyer in the crypto space because it's pretty obvious to sort of ask a question: what kind of rights does an NFT art owner have? And he said he doesn't know. It's a totally gray area. You never know what's going to happen. So his advice was actually to be very careful with what you acquire, because the SEC and Supreme Court, as he mentioned, it can actually come for your belongings. So be very careful.
There is no legal precedent for any of this.
No. And so the way it goes, he actually said that for a precedent to become a precedent, you have to lose a case in court, and then you have to appeal. So that might be an appeal court in the state or a Supreme Court, and then only then, if the previous case is overturned and you get an appeal, this becomes a precedent. So it can take at least 5 years. So be very careful with that. But this is crypto.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right. So enough of that. I'm sure you guys had things you actually wanted to discuss outside of the scope of Kevin O'Leary, and I don't want to take up any more time on that. So what else did you have on your agenda? Because we've got the At the Close show in 10 minutes, so I want to get to other things you wanted to get to.
Absolutely. Let's get into what the coins are looking like.
Yes. Oh, so I thought we were gonna have this like coin on the move thing, but okay. So
we can do that. We can do that.
Let's do it.
And it's multicolored, I'd say. Green and red, not a very good color though together. So I want to talk about Bitcoin. And where did Spencer go? He left. You left, Spencer?
I'm here. I come and go. I'm here.
He comes and goes.
I'm here.
Okay. That's what you do. Okay. So Twitter, we have a price target, guys. We have a price target. So a famous Twitter investor who goes by a handle Plan B. He's famous for using the popular stock to flow S2F Bitcoin price model. He expects Bitcoin to reach $288,000 by the end of the year. So
based on what?
Yeah.
Again, stock to flow Bitcoin price model that he invented.
Fantastic.
See, it's an anonymous Twitter investor. What do you want, guys?
I don't know.
See, but he has a following of I think like maybe 100,000 followers. So like he's pretty famous in the space, and there are a lot of anonymous crypto traders and crypto investors that tweet a lot of stuff. So be very careful with that. But he feels that this in his opinion, this is going to be that we're just a little over 3 months into the bull market, and the Bitcoin will not stop at $100,000 and will continue to reach an average price of $288,000. So see, this is not going to be an all-time high, but this is going to be an average price level for this 4-year cycle. So, you never know. And then, but it looks pretty great though. Bitcoin is back on its feet, trading. I'm trying to compose a song as we go. But let's look quickly at Ethereum, because I think we're short on time a little bit. So Ethereum, as we have discussed before, Aaron want this coin to go down so he could buy in, but it's not going to happen according to several.
It looks like it's not happening.
Yes, so I'm sorry. You kind of missed this one. So according to a Messari co-founder, Ryan Watkins, who's a pretty solid analyst in the space, he feels that Ethereum can overtake Bitcoin as a store of value when Ethereum 2.0 overhaul is complete. So, it's not a if or when question, but he feels that it's definitely going to happen. So just, watch out for that. Ethereum 2.0 is a proof of stake process, right? And Ethereum can potentially become more secure than Bitcoin. So he expects the price to go as high as possible, all-time high. We are currently at what's the price right now? 1,800.
We're at 1786.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just I was getting ready for the show and it was 1,820, but here we come. Here it comes crypto for you guys. So yeah, see, guys, I want to ask you that question. So what do we usually do? Plus or minus a 1 and 0? I want to see if you guys believe that Ethereum can overtake Bitcoin one day. So let's vote.
Give us a 1 in the chat if you think Ethereum will ever overtake Bitcoin. Give us a 2 if you think that will never happen. You guys are crazy. Stop this show.
I'm gonna go with 1, only because for the moment Ethereum has more practical use cases. And
right now, yes, it's very relevant, especially with the NFT games.
Okay. Oh, by the way, just one thought, again, brought by the co-founder of Abra. Not a lot of people realize, but NFTs are not built on Ethereum only. They're also built on Wax platform and blockchain. So
mostly 2s. We got mostly 2s.
I saw 3 in there, and then I saw 0.
Jerry Watkins, man, you're high on your own supply. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty split.
Yeah, it looks split. A lot of optimism in the chat.
That's like Ethereum versus Bitcoin debate all over again. I get it. Sorry, maybe that was stupid of me to ask. So
no, that was a great question.
Great question.
Okay, Cardano for you guys. Again, Cardano is a proof of stake and peer-reviewed blockchain platform co-founded by Charles Hoskinson, who's also a co-founder of Ethereum. He's a pretty solid guy. Everybody loves him in the space. We mentioned it last time that it was added, like the data about Cardano was added to Bloomberg Terminal, which sort of brought this like criticism all over the crypto space, but it's always critical. I mean, crypto space can be very toxic, but they're very engaged in what's going on. It's not like, if you read Bloomberg and comments on Bloomberg's articles, like, usually nothing. But if you look at crypto media and you can see like just heated debates all over on every single subject. So that's like, woo, that's a space that doesn't sleep and that works, mines. So Cardano actually is doing pretty well. And it was also added to Coinbase Pro. Coinbase is getting ready to go public this year. Again, it's a major US crypto exchange. So after the news broke that Cardano was added to Coinbase Pro, the price went up by 20%. And I just want to bring some stats for you guys. That ADA has railed 23.81% on a 7-day trailing basis, and at price. So you're just showing the tweet. Can you show the CoinMarketCap Cardano thing? Here it is. Yes. So Cardano has returned 687.62% on a year-to-date basis. And yeah, beating guys, the 102% returns that Bitcoin has shown. So it's pretty solid cryptocurrency. And in retrospect, actually, Cardano is a cryptocurrency that that is presented by a company that's actually doing some solid things in the crypto space. It is adding value to the ecosystem, and it's not an NFT. That's it. I said it. I'm sorry. Just NFTs are driving me crazy. Okay. 4 more minutes to go. Bank of America analyst slams Bitcoin. 2017 again. Because whenever something huge is going on, we have, investors like Peter Schliff, I think Schilf was the
Chef.
Yeah, Chef. Sorry, the gold supporter, the Bitcoin critic, who apparently does not talk to his son anymore. Who his son invested 100% of his portfolio to cryptocurrencies. But it's always that way. There is solid research on price predictions, the ones that we discussed last time. But there it is, guys. The Bank of America analyst said that Bitcoin is an exceptionally volatile asset, impractical, and environmentally disastrous assets that's useless as a store of wealth or an inflation hedge. If somebody in the chat believes that this Bank of America analyst named Francisco Blanc is right, give us, let us know. I'm very interested if there's anyone who actually believes this. I mean, it's okay if you believe that. It's good. Just interested. Can you give us a heads up if you guys agree with this analyst from Bank of America?
I don't think anyone on the show would probably agree with that. I feel like if you're watching this show, you're pretty bullish Bitcoin.
Yeah, you're probably not here to listen. How dare they talk about Bitcoin? This is like a useless store of value. This is a disastrous and exceptionally volatile asset. So this analyst also think that cryptocurrency is a practical method of payment, and it can only handle 1,400 transactions per hour compared to the 236 million transactions done by Visa. Yeah, we've been there before. There's all the haters gonna hate. And to the point of Beeple buyer, Beeple mysterious buyer, his handle at the platform where it was sold was MetaKovan, reveals his true identity. And I try to be very respectful and pronounce his name, but I mean, his name is Vignesh. I know that, but it's very difficult to pronounce the surname, so I'm very sorry if I'm not correct, but I think it's Vindesh Sundarishan. He said that he bought this because he wants to show that Indians are people of color, and they could be art patrons too.
That's interesting because I just read that India was potentially banning the ownership of Bitcoin or all cryptocurrency.
Absolutely, yes. So this is the regulation is pretty strict, and it's coming. Actually, it has been in the works for a couple of years now, on and off. But yeah, it's definitely going to ban this because this is something that the Indian government cannot control. And I've talked to billionaires from India who, one specific billionaire who worked for JP Morgan, and he's now a best-selling author. So he said that they would never allow cryptocurrencies to prosper in the country because they cannot control it, and India cannot allow something that they cannot control. Again, it's a quote. I'm not, I'm just quoting people from the space. So he said the point of revealing himself was to show Indians and people of color that they too could be patrons, that crypto was an equalizing power between the West and the rest, and that the global South was rising. I think this is a pretty awesome, idea to do that. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how about taxes you're gonna pay on this one. Yes, and I think the last one is very important. Bitcoin miners earn a record $64 million in one day. Again, to the topic of cryptocurrency mining. Spencer, are you looking at time or
keep going?
Okay. So Bitcoin miners are raking in record-breaking revenues right now, earning up to 52.3 million per day on average. Again, 52.3 million per day on average. Did you guys hear me?
Insane.
Yeah, according to a data platform Glassnode. But at the same time, it shows that miners' profits have risen significantly higher. For example, the current all-time high, as I've just mentioned, for Bitcoin miners' daily profit is $64.7 million. It happened on March 14th. We have a tweet, right? Can you, Aaron?
Yes, we got a tweet. We have a tweet.
It's a very useful tweet. And this month alone, miners earned 54.6 million on March 3rd and 57.7 million on March 10th.
Oh wait, that's not the tweet. That's not the tweet.
Yeah, sorry. Can you see me doing something with the tweet in the doc? Here it is. Here it is.
I got it.
Okay, perfect. So the total miner revenue combined block rewards and transaction fees. I'm not sure if you guys mining. If you do, I actually want to do an episode of crypto mining with like biggest crypto mining companies to actually explain how it works and why people should or should not do that. Yeah. So as you can see, miners revenue, has hit an all-time high. But that tweet is from March 13th.
Wow.
So yeah.
Oh, it's more now. It's more now is the takeaway.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
So it was recorded on March 14th.
Yeah.
$64.7 million.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap it up here.
Unfortunately, Kevin O'Leary was great, so we had to cut the show short.
For Catherine and producer Aaron, smash the like for them. You should, if you want, you can unlike and then relike. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. If you like it, stay liked.
All right.
If you're not subscribed, subscribe down below. Hit that like. That's all we ask.
Yeah,
it's
seriously.
Super easy.
Crypto on my mind. Crypto on my mind.
Catherine, you got to make that song. You're gonna make that song. That's your. Oh, and I want to plug real quick. We're starting a new crypto show Monday night. It's not going to be a news show. It's a crypto trading show. We found a crypto trader, and he's going to just go through his trades in real time. That'll be Monday night. Everyone, Catherine, Aaron, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Spencer.
PMP at the close. Let's do it.
Thank you, guys.